first term for supervisor was at $57,000. The 8th term was $202,000. Just so you know, so Frank been here that long. That was his salary, right? And the trustees, dun, dun, dun. The first term is $11,000. $11,000. And the 8th term is $41,000. I inherited Frank Zuccarelli's salary. I didn't make the numbers up. I didn't do anything. The trustees went up to $42,000. Jerry Jones, his salary is $19,000. Highway commissioner, $30,000. Cassandra, trustee Gray Evers, $11,000. Chris Gonzalez, $11,000. She received her salary. Again, we inherit people's salaries.
I think we need to read it more. It also says that if a new supervisor comes in, that drops considerably.
Correct, in the old ordinance. Correct.
So Tiffany Henyard, the supervisor of Thornton Township, obviously the mayor Dalton, she's out. And the new guys are in. And unfortunately, especially with the supervisorship, the money's still moving. So when you talk about Tiffany Henyard 2.0, that name has been thrown around so much on YouTube. Obviously for the algorithm to get people to watch the video. But when you really look at something that's a 2.0, it's supposed to be a stronger, faster, more efficient, improved ways of corruption. And that's why I think Napoleon Harris is truly, you could call 2.0, the quiet politician with the loudest paycheck in the room. So this is just really sad stuff. But shout out to Paul Roberts and shout out to Lansing Journal for this write-up that they have here. Let me hit you with something really quick. The feds are also investigating some of the biggest Medicare companies in the country for straight up scamming seniors. Real wolves in healthcare clothing. That's why I teamed up with Chapter. They're not like the other companies under federal heat. Chapter compares every Medicare plan out there, over 24,000 of them. So you or your folks can find one that actually fits. Not just the one that makes someone else rich. You talk to a real person, the help is always free, and folks who have worked with Chapter have saved over $1,100 a year on average. Call 262-454-0419. Again, that is 262-454-0419. You can check the link in the pinned comment below or in the description box. Now, let's get back to it. FOIA docs reveal 6-figure salaries for Thornton Township. With Senate pay, Thornton Township Supervisor Napoleon Harris stands to make over $341,000 annual salary. And we're actually going to show some of the other salaries from other positions and who is still working at the township. It is baffling. I don't know what's going on over there. It does not make any sense of what the hell is going on. I mean, think about it. So we're going to look at this here. So Harris had some event the other day. I think no one really talked about it because everyone was talking about people fighting and arguing with each other. Ben Bradley went over there. And for the most part, Napoleon Harris did not want to talk to him. And you wonder why. Why you don't want to talk to him? Remember, Napoleon Harris is supposed to be better than Tiffany Henyard. He's supposed to be that's going to bring transparency. He's going to bring back respect. He's not going to just take over and take advantage of the people. A lot of people voted for him, even though the man didn't campaign at all, really. It was mostly get Tiffany out, which was a good idea, obviously. But you wish you had someone who actually cared about what's going on. But we're going to check it out right here. So, and I'll show you the documents themselves. But yeah, the document showed that Harris is going to make over $200,000. The document shows that Harris is projected to make that kind of bonuses. He's also going to make $50,000 in bonuses in 1 year. And right here, it just says right here, this salary seems to violate Township's own salary schedule for board members, enacted through an ordinance in 2020. The sliding schedule increases board members' salaries each time they're elected. That's why Frank Zuccarelli, when he had the Township for 30 years, he had that big salary because he's been there 1,000 years. The reason why Tiffany Henyard got that salary because she took over Frank's term.
I think we need to read it more. It also says that if a new supervisor comes in, that drops considerably.
Correct, in the old ordinance. Correct.
You got that.
When the new supervisor is supposed to pop in, you're not supposed to make that much money. It says right here, the salary for a first-time supervisor is only $57,000. The supervisor would top out of that primary salary at a maximum salary of $202,000. Why is he making that much money? And obviously he has another one. He's an Illinois state senator. He's making $89,000. So those two positions will give him over $341,000. What the hell is going on? Harris comes in, he swoops in with that caucus. It wasn't a true vote. It was that, hey, say aye. Even though it's possible that Tiffany Henyard would have lost that vote, but the vote never really happened. And he was supposed to clean things up. Instead, it's not really doing anything at all. This guy is double dipping, has 2 salaries. He's making this much money. There's also some issues right here. So they're also paying someone named Carla Cotton Burris that's listed as a Harris Chief of Staff. That person's making over $100,000. That position doesn't even appear on the website, and their exact job duties are unknown. The document shows that she's projected to receive bonuses totaling $32,000. I thought there was no money. Where's the money? Where's the audit? I thought Tiffany Henyard stole everything. So what's going on? How are they able to afford all these bonuses? Then we see the annual rates for the township trustees, Mary Avant, Christopher Gonzalez, Various Stubbs, Brandon Stanley. They're set to make this much. They're also expecting to get bonuses totaling over $3,500. This pay rate also violates the salary schedule, as first-time trustees, Avant, Stubbs, and Stanley should earn $11,000. Gonzalez in his second term should earn $14,000. Only in his sixth term, they earn $30,000. So this is outrageous. And let's even continue the nonsense. Robert Hunt is still working. Robert Hunt, remember? Sit down, Robert. The man that couldn't explain anything and did not have the capacity to talk and speak about what was going on. He still works at the township. This is crazy. Absolutely insane. You want to continue the nonsense and the craziness? Keith Price still works there. What really changed in this situation? What does it say about, especially Illinois politics? It is shamefully, they have no shame. Take that back. They have no shame. They don't care. They don't care at all. If you check out these meetings now in the township, they don't speak. There's no discussion. It's a rubber stamp vote. It's exactly how Tiffany Henyard started things when she became supervisor. No one questioned her. Everyone just agreed to whatever she wanted. No one had anything to say. They reversed the ordinance that was supposed to stop promotions on materials, not have their big faces on billboards or the food boxes.
So we have a new image ordinance that says that no elected or appointed official can use the township to promote their person, their slogan, their name, their image, or anything. And if they do, then they have to pay for those things. And so, again, we're just trying to make sure that the rules that are put in place are followed. That's it. We're not trying to say that anybody can be paid, but you have to follow the rules if you want to be paid. So technically, Thornton Township doesn't owe these people any image that has the supervisor's face name. She has to pay that.
And in the first meeting, they reversed the ordinance, meaning that they just reversed everything that Tiffany did because it was Tiffany. Now, Napoleon Harris puts his big face on the food boxes. What changed?
Next, item 9B, the recession of ordinance number 24-007, regulating the use of the merchandise personnel promotion of elected officials, appointed officials on the township, Cook County, Illinois. Second. Seconded by trustee Gonzalez. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stanley?
Yes.
Trustee Avant?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Supervisor Harris?
Yes. The motion carries. Next, we're moving right along to new business.
At a previous meeting, you repealed an ordinance that you had regarding self-promotion in the literature for the township. And I'm probably not stating it correctly, but I have a problem with that. I'm not understanding it, and I hope someone can give me more clarity on that because it was a point of contention with the previous administration. What was the reason for repealing it? Do you understand what I'm asking about? Anybody?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we understand the question, and we will get back to you on that.
What did you say, sir?
We understand the question, and we will get back to you regarding the ordinance.
That board thought that there was being some misuse of it based on the name, image, or likeness, but doing that. This board sees it differently. This board, we believe that we're going to maintain the duties of what we're supposed to do as supervisors and trustees to make sure that we consent and talk to each other about utilizing images being posted around for our own self-promotion. I have not put anything out.
Just like Tiffany Henyard did not want to talk to Ben Bradley, Napoleon Harris doesn't want to talk to Ben Bradley. They don't want any kind of accountability. They don't want any kind of transparency. They just continue the same grift. This is what they do. And it's just so sad. And it looks like nothing will ever really change in that area. It's the same play, different players. And what's so cold about Harris, he's not a showman. The man could barely speak over a whisper. He's quiet, but he's calculated and he's getting paid. And he's not going to embarrass himself. He's not going to sit there, talk ghetto. You won't able to hear what he's saying. And he has a rubber stamp government. There is no debate. There's no dissent. It's just like Henyard. She got everything she wanted at first. So this is not a board. This is just a permission slip. And Harris already signed it himself. So you just came out the gate. You couldn't even wait a little while until maybe some people may stop checking it out. He's like, I need that money right now. I need my big face on everything right now. I got to market. I'm going to promote myself. I need to make this money. I'm about to make over $250,000 with my 2 positions. And I'm going to give everyone raises, violate all the salary requirements and the ordinances that we put together. I'm just going to make my money. And I'm going to keep Robert Hunt in the mix. Why? I thought Robert Hunt was a part of this corruption. I think a real audit needs to happen. We need the audits to actually happen. So as you guys can see right here, this is the FOIA, some of the FOIA information. Again, shout out to Paul Roberts. And you'll notice a few things. You'll see that at the very bottom, Napoleon Harris is going to make that a full supervisor salary, even though he just started. This is his first year as an elected supervisor. And then also you see here that Robert Hunt is still working. He's still making his $116,000. Then you see the chief of staff that there's no job description. No one knows what she does. And this person is also making over $100,000. And you see how everyone else has inflated salaries, not following the rules and the ordinances that they already set forth under the township. And again, I just want to know, do they have money or not? At this point, we don't know. Emmanuel, the media guy, he's still there, as he used to argue to get paid. This is just a sad, embarrassing display. And it just shows this is what happens in Illinois. Illinois is one of the most corrupt places in the country. And this type of stuff is why. Napoleon Harris didn't have to run for anything for Township. He just showed up because Tiffany Henyard was so bad. And he's following the same corrupt path. What's the difference between him and Tiffany Henyard? Tiffany Henyard was loud and ignorant and incompetent. Napoleon Harris is quiet. And I have no idea what he thinks. Right now, he's following the same playbook. No one's speaking out on this. Everyone's getting paid until he starts retaliating maybe and he starts firing people. Then maybe some people may start talking some mess about him. Other than that, I have no idea. But as we see here, Napoleon Harris is basically going to do similar things that it's just going to be the same. It looks like the same is going to happen. I'm assuming the next Thornton Township meeting, after a lot of this news has spread, that hopefully Napoleon Harris will change course and bring his salary down to the first year supervisor salary. We're gonna see if he is a truly a smarter politician than Tiffany Henyard in terms of can he reverse course and make the right decision, because he should not be making this much money as a first-time supervisor. It's wrong. It's just fundamentally wrong. There's no way he can explain this. Just start from the beginning and do it the right way. But let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments below. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.